Well rising to you all. A wise one once said, "Whoever walks in integrity walks securely, but whoever follows perverse ways will be found out." Let that sink in for a moment. This old saying follows a thread of truth that we all know, that things done in the dark will be revealed in the light. Many times this is attributed to a cautionary tale, saying that we should really be careful of what we are doing, for if we are doing things in secret with intention to hide, those things will be found out. Now, we know that people should not hide things, but the deeper question that I want to ask today is, why are we hiding? And what are we hiding from? Because we have to understand that people live in different perspectives and see the world in different ways. And so we should ask ourselves, are we hiding because the perspective that we have of life comes from someone else? Are we doing things in the dark because we are ashamed of who we really are and what's really inside of us? Are we doing things in secret because we're worried about what other people will think? And it's a safe assessment, and it's a safe assumption to say that many of us care about what people think, maybe not in the sense of letting it run our lives. But we have to really see if we are doing things because we are worried about someone else's perception of who we are. Do we really do these things in the dark because we know for sure that they are wrong, that they are destitute things, that they are evil things? Or do we do these things in the dark because we have accepted someone else's truth? Now, I cannot answer that question for you, but this day I am asking you to look within yourself to ask, why am I keeping this a secret? And do I have the courage and the bravery to stand in the light with it? You see, we will not be ridiculed for things in the dark if we do them out in the open. If we bravely stand firm in our own identity and accept the consequences that come with our actions the moment that we do them, there will be nothing to hide. We will be standing in our own truth. And it will be the world who will have to agree or disagree with us. But there will be no shame. There will be no guilt. There will be no darkness. Because we are letting our light shine. See, we have to understand that things will always be brought into the light because all of us are light beings, whether we want to be or not. The source of the spark of energy that is within all of us is light. And eventually that light will grow, and that light will blossom, and that light will bloom. And so, yes, we may be doing things in the dark, but that thing that we're doing in the dark is nothing more than a seed that will manifest itself. And so doing things in the dark and being brought into the light is not because justice will be ruled and evil is going to be pushed away. It comes into the light because it's a necessary outcome of our actions. So we will be fooling ourselves to do something in the dark even to begin with, because we are fooling ourselves into believing that whatever perception that we have about our own lives is somehow false. That somehow the intentions that we have are somehow not real. That the things that we are doing are somehow an illusion that can just simply fade away. But honestly, everything that we do is real. Everything that we do is a part of us. Everything that we do, we need to own completely. And when we own them completely, we won't have to hide. When we own them completely, no one will judge us, or their judgments won't have any consequence over us. When we own them completely, we will have the freedom of mind, the freedom of our conscience, a free and clear life to progress and move forward with the choices that we have made. Many of us are held back because we will not even make a choice in the light, and we'd rather oscillate in the dark. Many of us want things out of life that we simply cannot have, because if we were to stand in the light, we would have those things, but we would have them with the added expense of losing some people who would judge us. So we have to understand that the light will burn away every impurity. So we have to question, is the activity the impure thing, or the shame that we hold in our hiding is the impurity itself? Take the time now to ask yourself, am I doing this in secret because it is impure? Or am I doing it in secret because I am impure and not brave enough to be who I am? Well, I admonish you this day to be brave, to deal with the consequence of your actions, to be unafraid to own your full identity, because it is the one that the divine source has given you to live. Live fully, live freely, and live bravely, breaking every convention, breaking every rule, breaking every limiting thought or action that you feel denies your consciousness the full blossom of life. You can do this. All you need to do is stand in the light and let the light heal you in real time. So go out now and claim and own your identity, and do not worry about what others will think, what others will do, and what will happen to you. Let the divine take care of it for you. And I guarantee you it will, if you mean it. Here is our affirmation. The seal of approval is upon me, and I am not condemned by the thought or act of man. I will fear no evil, for I know that the great judge of all controls my every act. Let every fear of man be removed from me, and let the silence of my soul bear witness to the truth, that I am approved. This is your reminder to self. Blessings.